Yes, people. Welcome back to the Football Locker Room channel for another stream, man. It's been a minute, man. It's been a minute, and we got a couple of things to talk about, guys. Second leg of the Champions League, last 16 tonight, people. Do you know what? I'm not even too sure what time it is, because I know we had the earlier kickoff the last time round. Obviously, we come off the back of a 2-0 victory against Everton, you know what I mean? So we're going to touch on that, you get me? We're going to touch on the team news, man. And listen, first off, because I ain't been there in a little while, innit? I ain't been there in a little while. And things have progressed, people, you understand? Things have progressed in favour of Arsenal. Do you know what's been so sweet, yeah? Do you know what's been so sweet, man? Big up shells in the building. You know what's been so sweet? All of these rival bumberholes, yeah, over the years they called us soft, they called us weak, all of these things, but yeah, all we do is play a bit of pretty football, whatnot, blah blah, but all you man do is lose. But it's funny now because now that we're in the running and that, you get me, and we're efficient, we're not the best team to watch. But we're the team at the top of the table, and we know set pieces has been a big thing. We know we're very well organized. We're a very robust team. We will dominate teams, and we will do that because we can recover well and we can get back into position well. Because we're doing these things now, all of a sudden it's the worst. It's the worst league and it's the worst Premier League campaign ever. Hey, you know what? I tell you what, it's so ugly. It's beautiful. It's so ugly. It's beautiful. I think a lot of people said that the game against Everton, we were very lucky in that game. I don't necessarily agree. I think we controlled that game. I think we had a lot of chances. I just think that the quality of the shots that we let off were kind of poor, man. I know there was quite a few, do you know what I mean, pop shots in there, but I think the quality of our own shooting was kind of poor. Do you know what I mean? But and listen, I go by what I see in it, and like I said, we dominated the game. And we had a couple of scares. I'm not gonna lie, we did have a couple of scares. What, what, what a block for Mr. Calafiori. What a block. And obviously, listen, he's annoyed me. He has annoyed me because of his fitness issues. That's number one. Number two, I do think at times he can be a bit clumsy. Do you know what I mean? However, um, that block against Everton, blood. Giroud had the scorpion kick. Well, Calafiori's got the scorpion block, blood. That's what it is, man. Do you know what I mean? Everyone working together in tandem. Do you know what I mean? This team, we look like a team full of warriors. You understand? Now listen, look, I'm a football man. Am I the biggest fan of this football? Hell no. I'm not, people. I'm not. Make sure you smash the like and subscribe on your way in if you haven't done so already. I'm not the biggest fan of this football. But you know what? I tell you something. I tell you something. It's working. It's working. I'll be very honest. I'm not looking at any team and thinking, raw, like, yeah, you play great football. Like, there's no team that's giving me that. No team that's giving me that. But I can be objective and say, hey, you know what? We definitely don't play the best football. Do you know what I mean? But at this current moment, it's winning football. Now, obviously, there's still 7 games left. Man City's got 8. Do you know what I mean? You have to assume it's not a guarantee that they will, but you have to assume that they're gonna win that game in hand. Yeah, you're gonna have to assume that they win that game in hand. Do you know what I mean? So now, let's say there's 6 points in it. Do you know what I mean? And obviously, we still have to go to the Etihad, a place where notoriously, we notoriously do not win at that ground. The last time was Santi Cazorla Masterclass. I believe was it 2015, 2016. You know what I mean? That was the last time, yeah, that we actually went to the Etihad and got a dub. You understand? So things are still close, but with this form that Manchester City are in, yeah, I'm just at this point. And by the way, guys, no bomber yet. You get me? We still got a cup final to come up. You understand? There's no bomber yet, but realistically speaking, yeah, I don't see Man City coming back. I don't see it. But man can't say we won the league already, but it's just looking very likely. You understand? Anyone that's been here before, you understand already. It's one game at a time, people. It's one game at a time. No, a lot of people's not going to be that impressive with that performance because I think that Everton, I think they had more. They had more dangerous chances than we did. You know, what I mean, obviously, I spoke about the Calafiori block. Do you know what I mean? What came before that as well? Raya having to make a couple of very good saves, but like I said, man, we did have a lot of chances. We did have a lot of chances. And once again, people, you know what I mean? If you've been here before, you know me. I'm not a numbers man. I'm not a numbers man. But this time, yeah, the overall numbers of the football game, it matches my eyes because I think we controlled. I think we had dominated that game. I think we had multiple chances. I just don't think the shot selection and the shot quality was good. Do you know what I mean? But it's crazy. You know what I mean? People are telling me, yeah. People are telling me they're telling Arsenal Football Club, yeah, that we got lucky in that game. Big up Nems in the building. Hey, my guy Nems. Big up yourself. Hey, listen, yeah. We gon' yeah. We gon' talk about you, bubs. Hey, I love it. Hey, listen, hey, you know what as well, Nems, yeah? 1-0 deficit against Galatasaray, you know. Now, that's not to say that you, man, ain't gonna bring it back, but hey, Nems, stick around. Stick around, man. Because, yeah. What I've seen from Liverpool, you know what, from everyone, it's beautiful, man. It's absolutely beautiful. But people, back to the topic. As you can see here, we had well over double the shots that they had. Double the shots on target. Dominated possession. Everything was just domination. Look at the corners. And obviously people might joke and say, rah, well, Arsenal, we play for corners. Haram ball, let's see. La di da di da di da. Yeah, hold that. We're top of the league, blood. Stick the fancy football up your asses, people. Let me chill. It's still daytime, innit? Still daytime. Let me chill. But you get the gist. Do you know what I mean? We had 8 corners in that game. If we're having all these corners, bro, it means we're in the attack. We are in the opposition's final third. We're in their final third, G, or their defensive third, however you wanna label it. You understand? We're in the final third, G. You know what I mean? And we got territory, and we're licking off shots. We're getting corners. You understand? So I know there's quite a few Arsenal fans out there, yeah, that are not so impressed with that performance. But you know what? I don't mind it. I don't mind it. It's I've said, yeah, many and many a times before, I'm not the biggest fan of how we set up. I've said many a times before, the way that we play, it don't suit our players. We have our fullbacks in half spaces. We have our wingers or wide attackers holding the touchline. Do you know what I mean? I'm seeing our fullbacks get the end of chances. Look, I'm not the biggest fan of it. I've seen rotation in the midfield. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes I'm seeing Eze pick up the ball from defense in some games. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I'm not. But you know what, yeah? With a performance like that, and we've seen this quite a few times, with a performance like that, where it's like, do you know what? Despite this whole defensive thing and being robust and not, you know, popping 1-2s and playing good football, do you know what I mean? It's winning football. And enough times, yeah, we're actually dominating games. Big up Olu in the building. Hey, listen, Olu, look, man, obviously, I'm getting back to things. You understand? We need to get you on the channel. We need to get you on the channel, my guy. Big up, man. One of the biggest trolls on YouTube. You understand? But we are removing Shaq's privilege to celebrate the league, unless he apologizes to Arteta. Aye, Ollie, big up yourself, man. Big up yourself. But one thing I want to know, yeah, where was my apology for 2023? I want to know. Did you apologize, Olu? And you see, hey, I know all these trolling people, you understand? Big up my guy, you get me? But to all of those man that talk to me that doubt the manager and doubted the team, you need to apologize. I'm sorry. Where's my apology for 2023? Don't exist. Where's my apology for 2024? It don't exist. Where's my apology for 2025? It don't exist. You understand? So if anyone wants to come up to me and talk about apologies for this manager and that manager, yeah, unless you send me three well-written apologies for the times where I had a point to doubt the team and doubt the manager, you need to take that word sorry, you need to write it on a sheet of paper, and you need to stick it where the sun don't shine. You understand? You need to stick it where the sun don't shine. You understand what I'm saying? But right now, yeah, Olu, man said 2023 is old news. Ah, when it suits you, man, innit? When it suits you, man. But listen, right now, let's not be talking about that, man. We need to be, wherever you doubted the team, doubted the manager, had doubts of the football club, or you've always believed in the process, etc., etc. We need to band together. We need to band together because at the end of the day, yeah, we're all Arsenal fans and we all want Arsenal to win. Yeah, it's those Chelsea man, it's those United man, it's those Man City man, the Liverpool man. I'm not even gonna include them people from down the road there, cause them man there are shambles. Them man there are a shambles. Big up Wahaha in the building. Hey, listen, one love to views on sport, man. One love for the raid, man. Big up everyone joining in right now. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. But yeah, man, like listen, all the yeah, big man thing, man. Fraud LFC, man. We're gonna get into them a little piece. Do you know what I mean? But all of this infighting between the fan bases back and forth. Listen, people, let's just take it one game at a time. If we end up flopping, then way you know me already. You understand? I'm gonna be on the managers and the club's neck. But right now, we're in a good position. Whether you are pragmatic about it or you're toxic positive about it, at the end of the day, we all want Arsenal to win. And right now, there's 2 months left of the season. And we're in a good position, man. Big up Jamboy in the building, man. Once again, one love from Views on Sport in the raid, man. For any of those that was in the stream before the raid and you ain't subscribed to Views on Sport, make sure you go head over there and subscribe as well, man. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, man, it's all them ops, man. That's where we need to turn our attention to. Do you know what I mean? Because for those joining in real quick, um all of these rival man talking about yeah we're a soft touch, we might play pretty football but we don't really win anything. Do you know what I mean? Even when we started winning them FA Cups, they put some respect but they weren't fully respecting it. Those are the guys, those are the guys we need to be putting our neck into. Because the amount of crying, the amount of bitching, these men are talking about, oh, but look at it, our set pieces, oh, they're molesting the goalkeeper, and all of this banter and all of this nonsense. Hey, listen, do you know what? If it leads towards us being successful, who the hell cares? And guess what? During the World Cup or after the World Cup summer transfer window, we can have them conversations where it's like, okay, cool, how are we gonna proceed going forward? Because all of this hustling and bustling on set pieces, it's not gonna work going forward. It might not work going forward. You understand what I'm saying? So then we can have the conversation of okay, cool, how can we develop things? How can we transform this team and continue winning? And if we don't win, then we can have that conversation and be like, all right, cool, you know what? We gave it even another chance. It ain't working. Let's switch things up. Do you know what I mean? Big up Brian in the building. Man said Brian relegation to world champs, you know. Yeah, man. And listen, once again, big up views for the raid, man. Big up everyone tuning in. But yeah, man, listen, before Olu came into the building, I was just saying to people, listen, it wasn't the best of performances from an aesthetic point of view, but I'm just at that point of the season where I've accepted the way we play is the way that we play in it. The only thing that we can do now is whatever happens, happens, man. Let's just hope that you know what I mean. The players can turn up here and that they can turn up there. Do you know what I mean? But I can't lie. Me personally, people, I think it was a decent performance, man. Do you know what I mean? That's what I saw. And the thing is, we did go through a lot of that game going side to side. But honestly, people, it's the way that we play. It's the way that we play. It's not going to change in March. It's not going to change me much. And you know what? If we were in second place, if we didn't have a cup final left to look forward to over the weekend, do you know what I mean? If he was already knocked out of the Champions League, or let's say we was losing against Bayer Leverkusen, you know, if we didn't have, well, if we got knocked out of the FA Cup, then cool, I would have had a completely different attitude to it. It's not the most pleasing, but we're in a very good position. So you know what? Let's wait and see what go on. We might not like the football, but hey, just like in that game against Everton, I understand. You know, Brighton was a shit show, people. It really was. But in this game, nah, man, we controlled it. We got enough chances. At the end of the day, certain players turned up, man. Now, obviously, listen, we have to talk about someone. In fact, before we get into the guy on the thumbnail, do you know what I mean? The teenage sensation. You understand? Man's taking his GCSEs, blood. Yeah, man's in school and in the playground. All the gal them are surrounding him. You know what I mean? Man like Max Diamond, he's the man in school. He's the man in school, man. Do you know what I mean? Big up Jam Boy, man. Where's James at? Out buying free for £10 of dopamine. Nah, man. Hey, listen. Big up James 10 times, man. Hey, listen. Behind the scenes, yeah, James been talking about madness. You know what I mean? But you know what it is, yeah, Jam Boy. Yeah, life gets to life, and it. Excuse me. Yeah, man, life gets to life, and you know what I mean. James is busy, but hopefully, real soon we could do a stream together. And yeah, man, we could bring the conversation to you, man, because yeah, James has been talking some madness behind the scenes, isn't it? But you know what? Maybe later on I'll give you a little hint of what it is, but you get me. Like when he comes, I want him to come on here and explain himself. But he's been doing a madness. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, man, listen. At the end of the day, 2-0. We move. I think Eze had an active performance. He was getting shots off. One couple of good touches there. I think with the way we play as a collective, man. I don't think you're gonna get a team where there's gonna be a lot of individual performances. Um, who else? I think again, Rice, Zubi, these guys. I just think they kept on ticking. They put the work in defensively. Nothing special. Hincapie, and I know Calafuri started the game. I think he had a decent game, yeah. But yeah, like I said earlier, I'm not the biggest fan of him. Injury issues, clumsy at time, but he really did save a goal for us. Hincapié is a player, you know what? I'm glad we made him permanent. That guy's a warrior. He's no nonsense. Do you know what I mean? And he's a player. He's gonna get on the overlap. He's gonna get put balls in, and if not that, he's gonna get in the box and cause a bit of nuisance, like what he did for the first goal. You know, we know that when Dalman put the cross in, Pickford got a fingertip onto the ball. Um, but obviously the ball came off in Capier. Do you know what I mean? And obviously Jokeres there for the tapping. Jokeres right place, what right time. Not much more I can ask of him. We all know that he's a poor footballer. We all know that he's a poor footballer, but at the end of the day, he's running the channels. He's using his physicality to good effect, and in some cases, do you know what I mean? In his right place, right time. At the moment, he's our top goal scorer. 11 goals in the Prem, 16 goals in all comps. Obviously, you want a bit more, but do you know what I mean? It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Yeah, he's getting the goals. Boy, we just have to know, people. We need to just understand something. If we're gonna be successful this season, it's a scumbag thing. It's a scumbag thing. And you know what? Can't lie. Because of the rival, man, because understand something. I've got more flack for all the bumper holes that don't want to see us win, yeah, than the annoyingly toxic positive man that do want to see us win. You understand? The rival tears has been sweet, man. It's been sweet. Now I know Jump Boy, man. I know. Do you know what I mean? But the rival tears this season so far, it's been sweet, man. It's been very, very sweet. I'm trying to think what other performances are there to speak about. Raya, couple very good saves, man. Kept us in the game. Do you know what I mean? People can't lie. Bukayo Saka, Bukayo Saka. Let's talk. Talk to me, people. Talk to me. What do you think of Bukayo Saka? Get me in the comments, people. Get me in the comments, people, man. Big up Wahaha. If Arteta wins, it's dark times for football. Yeah, I've said before, I was on Motion with Sports. Make sure you guys head over there and hit a subscribe when you get a chance. Motion with Sports. Yeah, I've said that it'll be one of the biggest crimes of football if we win the league this season. But you know what? As an Arsenal fan, I'm gonna enjoy that crime every single bit. Every single bit. Now we know the toxic positive people are gonna come with narratives like say my man didn't fail for how many years, but with all the things that I see from Arteta, he's a good coach. It's taken him a little time. It's taken him a little too long to get here. And the thing is, we haven't achieved nothing yet. Do you know what I mean? So we've got to keep our feet on the ground. You know what I mean? But look, if he ends up being successful, so be it. It means Arsenal Football Club is successful, man. Shaka, he's done. Yeah, them injuries, man. Them injuries. And there's fans like myself had that concern, man. That last was it that torn hamstring? Very concerning. That little bit of burst that he has that allows him to beat a man on the outside, beat a man on the inside, get a bit more power and accuracy on his shot. I don't know, man. It's just at this point with Saka is a whole thing because we've given him 300 grand a week, and you know what? Fair play to Saka. He's put his body on the line. He's put his body on the line. But once again, on Motion with Sports, I said to the guys there, listen, you know what I would have done? I would have held out the contract. In the background, I would have been on the phone to Elise's representatives. And I would have said, look, listen, we've got 300, 350 bags ready to put on her, man. And you know what? We can include bonuses in that. You get me now? We got Saka in the team, but hey, listen, this injury that he got is a bit mad, you know. We saying, Mike? What's Michael saying? What's Michael saying? You think he'll be interested coming back to the Prem? You know, especially if we're league champions or Liga Cup champions. You know what I mean? Can we work a bit of a magic there? That's what I would have been doing. But granted, Saka's put his body on the line for the club, man. Do you know what I mean? I do think he's been overplayed a little too much. We just hope that he has a redemption arc like Dembele, who had a long term injury, but obviously he's come back. And Dembele is rapid, isn't it? But the thing is that even Saka at his best, he's not rapid. He's got a burst of pace. He's not rapid. So even if Dembele lost a bit of pace, he's still gonna have that. But Saka, I don't know, man. It's just oh bumpre. You understand what Movado said? You know what I mean? That's what the case is with Saka at the moment, man. I feel sick in anticipation of actually winning big trophies, and also the fault is not. It's driving me crazy, but I know, Jam Boy. I know. This is why for me it's just like throughout the season, yeah, I've been so tense. It is very emotionally and mentally exhausting to the point where it's like I'm kind of detached. Most of the time, I don't. Do you know when goals go in? I don't really cheer on goals, you know, people. When we concede goals, I don't really get mad. We conceded against Wolves 2-2. Didn't get mad. You understand? Like, we all love this football club, do you know what I mean? We all love this game, innit? So, and obviously it's very hard because I know it myself, man. When you love the game, when you love the football club, and we're in the situation that we're in, a very niche situation, and the anxiety of, right, if things don't work out, what's going to happen? Because if things don't work out, I don't think we're changing the manager neither. I don't think that's going to happen. So it's a very anxious time for us at the moment. Fans like myself, fans like you, Jamboy, do you know what I mean? Fans that are a bit more pragmatic in the way that we approach our opinions. It's a very anxious time for us. So me personally, I've just taken a breather. Oosa. You know what I mean? And just sort of semi detached myself a little bit. So now when we concede, I don't really get mad. When we score goals, I don't really get mad. Do you know what I mean? And it's one of them things where it's like I look at our competition, and especially in England, and a lot of man ain't on piss. A lot of man ain't on piss. You know, so I think the fact that other men ain't really on piss is kind of just brought my blood pressure down a bit, and I'm like, all right, cool. You know what? May the chips fall where they may, man. Of course you would enjoy it, but imagine teams start replicating Arteta's football. So be it. As long as we are better than everyone else at it, then so be it. And people want to say we ruin football. I will take pride in Arsenal ruin football. I would love to be the villain, but just as long as I win, I don't want man to be the villain and lose blood. That's crazy. Jamboy saying Saka needs to be benched. Noni and Max look better right now, in my opinion. I agree. I agree. The football is dire. I wouldn't say it's dire, but yes, it's not good, man. It's not good. I do feel for Saka. I hear it, man. I hear it. Big up Axel in the building. One thing that's gone unnoticed that I picked up in the Everton game is that we've improved so much in killing counter attacks. I hear it. I do hear it. I do think, and you know what? Even for me throughout the season, I do think there's been more of an effort to actually play a little bit more direct, people. You understand? I do think there's a bit more of an effort, man. Big up Jamboy again, man. I have major PTSD with Arsenal, but let me tell you, if we win the big ones, I'm letting it rip. Trust, yeah, yeah. I'm doing a madness. Yeah, I'm doing a madness. I'm doing a madness. I've told friends of mine um that support the other teams that ain't on piss. I told them, you know what? If we end up being successful this season, you might fall out with me. Before anything happens, you know what I mean? You're my friend, you're my brethren, whatever. You know what I mean? Or we're cool, whatever. Um, I'm just gonna tell you in advance, it's just football. We love the game, but it's just football. But yeah, you might fall out with me. And when it comes to the YouTube thing, I don't think you're not gonna want to do streams with me. You're gonna find me very rude. You're gonna find me very disrespectful, and you actually might want to do something to me in real life. They might actually want to do something to me in real life. It's gonna get like that. Real talk, Jumbo. I'm doing a madness. You know what? Some of these Liverpool fans were on last season when they won the league. Yeah. And I'm doing a madness. Enjoy it while it lasts, man. Enjoy it while it lasts because this is football, people. This is football. You understand? This is football. Yeah, nothing lasts forever. Dominations like Manchester United are very rare. Dominations like Manchester City are very rare. So when it comes, you just got to enjoy it, man. You just got to enjoy it. Killing counter attacks. They have Dwight McNeil running at you, and you made him look like a decent player. Um, I think what he's talking about is going forward, not defensively. But again, Wahaha, let's the numbers are right there, my guy. The numbers are right there. So even if he is Jamboy, let us know. Even if he is talking about a defensive point of view, the numbers are right there. They had 3 shots on target in 90 minutes, 90 plus minutes. On average, that's a shot on target in 30 minutes. So even if we're talking about defensively, yeah. We shut them out. We shut them out. And Jambo, you're right. McNeil was a decent player. It was just mid-table level, you know. One of them wide midfielder, 4-4-2 kind of player. Missed the whippy in the box. Decent, okay footballer. You know what I mean? Also, I think we would be a better team if Rice is in the six, Zubi is in the eight, Izzy in the 10. I hear it. I hear it. Do you know what? Because Odegaard ain't here, I'm actually thinking of Eze on the left. But no, I hear it, man. I hear it. It does kind of annoy me that Rice is more advanced than Zubi because I don't think Rice has as much quality on the board as Zubi. But again, like I said, this is just how we play, man. But yeah, no, we would be slightly. But even then, Jamboy, and I think when it gets, at least when the Premier League season is, if it gets won or when it gets done, I will talk on this channel more about what I want to do going forward. But yeah, I'm bringing in another midfielder, man, or two. Tonali, Wharton, maybe even a João Gomez if you want a bit of a different profile. Do you know what I mean? Like I would make improvements to that midfield because even I think with Zubi he's a bit limited himself. Do you know what I mean? Um, Wow, Hussein is rubbish. Nah, I hear it, man. I hear it. I really do hear it, man. But listen, people, if you haven't already, make sure you smash that like and subscribe if you ain't done so already, yeah? Um, Bayer Leverkusen, people. Bayer Leverkusen. 1-1. Obviously, in Europe, sometimes things are not so straightforward. We went away from home, we got the draw. I would want us to get the win. I'll be very honest with you, people. I don't know how. I missed the game. Do you know what I mean? I missed the game. It was a long day. I said, you know what? Let me lay down for half an hour. End up waking up at 8:05. Missed the whole game. Do you know what I mean? But one thing I do know, well, what people tell me in the highlights that I've seen, we created very little in that game. Do you know what I mean? We did create very little. Um, let's hope that this time around, and again, listen, in these knockout ties, I do think we're going to keep it a bit tight, but let's hope that, yeah, let's hope that we can do a bit better going forward, man. It's really hard to pinpoint what exactly we should do because, like I said, I missed the game, people. But let us know, people. Let me know. Jamboy, Waha, I know you're not an Arsenal fan, but Axel, anyone in the chat, man, what is the lineup for this game? I'm actually going to go through the team news real quick. 1 second, people. 1 second. I'm going to go for the team news. I know I read through it, but only once. So I'm not too sure. I think Timber is not available before actually get it back up. Let's get it up on screen, people, man. Big up everyone in the chat. Bruno Guimaraes would be my favorite. Nah, I hear it, man. I hear it. A little bit of a question mark on his mobility. A little bit of a question mark on his mobility. But look, I don't want to do the age thing. I actually don't mind bringing in a player that's 28, experienced and whatnot, and spending good money on him. Do you know what I mean? But I don't know. I think Tonali a bit more mobile, a bit more energy out of him, and I think that I personally think that Tonali can play multiple roles. Whereas I think for me anyways, Bruno Guimaraes is the holding man. But if we was to have him as a lone pivot, I think we will get found out. But that's just me personally, innit? That's why I was slightly edged towards um Tonali. But I want to pass him, man. I want to pass him. We really should be looking at Wharton. We should be looking at Wharton, man, because I want a passer. Um, all good. Pickford gifted you the game, though. Let's not talk like you were giving him any problems at all before he flapped at that cross. We were. Just the quality wasn't there. Like, do you know what? Wahaha. I'm not gonna bring it up again. I'm not gonna bring it up again. But hey, 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 hey. What was going on? What was going on? Arsenal 22 shots. Everton 9. But apparently we wasn't giving them no problems. Like I said, the quality from us wasn't there. We could agree on that, but man said we wasn't giving them no problems, bro. These man averaged three. These guys averaged a shot on goal every half an hour, but hey, we didn't cause them no problems. Wahaha, bet. I, you know what I mean? Wow, are so bitter, loving the suit. Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm telling you, I'm loving it. At the end of the day, yeah, with the way that we play, I'm not expecting anything scintillating. Cause, and by the way, it's not just about the numbers. People know me already, like I'm not a numbers guy. But I'm watching the game, I'm like, bro, we're getting a lot of shots off. We're getting into a lot of good areas. Do you know what I mean? But because Pickford didn't have to make no last stick save or whatnot, because we wasn't putting shots and bins and that, and it was comfortable for Pickford, people think that we wasn't causing them no trouble. No, we was causing an outfield team trouble. The quality of the shot was poor. I think one of the best chances of the game overall was Eze. I think on his left foot. But because he didn't hit top bins and it was just to the left of the keeper, it was fairly comfortable. But that shot came from inside the box, man. But look, we can agree to disagree. I think Jamboy agrees with you as well, man. Do you know what I mean? But again, just for me, I think the quality of the shooting was poor. More so than Raw, like we wasn't really doing anything to their defense. Do you know what I mean? Ryan Mosquera, Saliba, Gabriel Hincapié, Shubi Rice as a Saka, Gyökeres, Martinelli, Arteta's team. Yeah, I think that's going to be it. I think that's going to be it. And right now, Martinelli and Saka does not deserve to start. But unfortunately, who else are you going to put there? And I know people are going to say Dowman. You know what? Flip it. Let's get Dowman in there. Dowman and Madueke, flip it. Big up Saka. I'm tired of him. Martinelli, don't even fucking get me started, mate. Don't get me started on that guy. Brain dead. Absolutely brain dead. You know what I mean? Well, I say if that's all you can say, you know I'm right. Hey, well, listen, Wahaha, I just gave you the analysis, man. I gave you the analysis. Jumbo saying that we didn't look like scoring, but again, Jumbo, quality thing, man. Quality thing. Like I could tell you like what I saw in that game, getting us into a lot of dangerous areas and getting shots off. We can agree to disagree on that one. We can, but 22 shots. I think we had a lot of chances. For me, I think we had. I know Wahaha. I know, but Wahaha can't lie. I agree with Axel. Can't lie. Big up Axel. You understand? I agree with him. You know what I mean? Man, they're getting shorty and that. You understand? Top of the league and that. You get me? You know. But anyways, people, let's get into the team news, man. Let's get into the team news. I believe that Timber is not fit, which is a bit of a problem. Who goes at right back, guys? Because I mean Ben White when what do you call it? When Timber came off, Mosquera came on in it, and I don't think it told. I don't think in the press conference, man mentioned whether or not Ben White was fit or not. But yeah, obviously, he was saying Timber came off in the first half of the win against Everton and will miss the game. While Martin Odegaard is still not fit enough to feature as he continues to recover from a knee injury. However, Trossard is back after missing the past couple of games with a hip problem, while Marino remains out. Obviously, he's a long term. He's a long term. Do you think Trossard might start on the left? Do you think Trossard might start on the left? Because I know Jamba, you were saying that Arteta's team, he would have Martinelli starting. But do you think Trossard might start on the left? Let me know, man. Let me know. Obviously, one sec. Sorry, people just getting the things up in the chat. If Pickford doesn't make that error, it's 0-0. Yeah, well, we made him make that error. Thanks to Max Diamond. In fact, before I get to the rest of the team news, apologies, people. I forgot something. The teenage sensation. The man on the thumbnail. He gets the ball. He's direct. The ball's close to his feet. He tried a first time finish. Whip it top bins. It went quite a bit over. Do you know what I mean? But he comes on the bench. He's exciting. And then he puts in a quality cross that forces Pickford to make a decision. And a wrong decision as such. Hincapié being in the area, comes off his lap, and then Gyökeres, boom! Right place, right time. And then we stick it out. And then it's the last minute, people. It's the last minute. And Pickford goes up. And I'm thinking, oh boy. Remember what happened against Chelsea in the second leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final? Where they put everyone up. Pickford goes up. And then Martinelli knocks it down. He knocks it down. And I can't remember who it was. Goes in for the challenge. Then the 16-year-old kid, he done the whoopsie. You know what I mean? Told man to go to sleep. You know what I mean? You see the Everton, bro, I can't remember who it was. But the Everton player, just like, man went to sleep, you know. Grown man with kids and mortgage, you know. We've got the 16-year-old sensation doing that. Listen, big up to Dowman, man. Big up to Max Dowman. Big him up. Great talent, man. Helped us win that game. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, you want to be careful with younger players, innit? You want to kind of ease them in, sort of thing. It's a different proposition from starting a game. In comparison, it is to coming off the bench against tired legs. But boy, I can't lie. I'm big up Shaka for what you've done. I'm a bit tired right now. I'm a bit tired, and I can't lie. At this point, I'm having Madueke ahead of a Martinelli. I can't lie, man. I can't lie. Do you know what I mean? But yeah. Look, very quickly, we'll get back into the. So yeah, man, Timber. It is gonna be a big miss. It is gonna be a big miss. Now, I think Mosquera is slightly reliable, but when it comes to our fullbacks getting into certain areas of the pitch, listen, this is how we play. I'm not a fan of it, people. Don't get it twisted, but we know Timber positions himself on the inside, and again, for me, I think that's instruction. And I don't think Mosquera is that well at looking after the ball. I don't. Do you know what I mean? Unless Mosquera is just going to be the player to make decoy runs. Like I said, I don't really know much about Leverkusen and their weaknesses and whatnot. Do you know what I mean? But that's probably what the case is going to be, man. But yeah, for me personally, um, maybe I'm speaking a bit emotionally, but I'm taking a risk. Obviously, because we don't know the position of Ben White's fitness, it's it's gonna be obviously Ryan goal, Mosquera right back, Saliba, Gabriel left back. I'm going in Capier. Yeah, I'm going in Capier. I'm going in Capier, man. Um, Midfield, we want Rice, Zubi, Eze, and I'm going with the Glock. I'm going with Damn, man, and I'm going with Madueke. I'm sorry. I'm taking that risk, and you know what? If that risk doesn't get taken and we end up getting the W, then hey, no complaints from me, man. No complaints from me. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, man, I really did want to win that first leg so that now we're going into the game without having to get that W, man. We've got a cup final coming up as well. Do you know what I mean? It's gonna be very, very important, man. Very important. But listen, people, love for tuning in, man. Big up everyone in the chat, man. Good conversation, man. I missed this. Do you know what I mean? Big up everyone that comes from Views' channel. Big up Views on Sport as well. Again, anyone that's in here that was here before the raid, make sure you go there and subscribe, man. Make sure you go there and subscribe. But yeah, man, listen, we're gonna wrap it up here. Yeah, and that's like later in the week. We're gonna have that conversation whether we go through or get knocked out. We're gonna have that conversation, man. But real quick, people, actually, score prediction, man. Score prediction. Again, I'm going with a tight 2-1, man. I'm going with a tight 2-1. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, man. Big up Jamboy in the chat, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Big up everyone, man. And till next time, man. And hopefully, James will be here and we can have that conversation. And he can tell you about the madness that he's been spitting. Do you know what I mean? 2-0 Arsenal on our fairs, man. Either or, 2-0, 2-1. We know we'll all be happy with it. Just as long we are in that Champions League quarter final, people. But listen, people, love for the love. Big up Views on Sport. Big up everyone, man. I enjoyed this conversation. And you know my thing already, man. Salute.